Okay, so what I think about the situation is that each one by himself can think if it's fair or not, but if you do want to create a change, if you want something to be different, it's going to be different by a drastic move. Nothing small, nothing insignificant is going to create a real difference. It may suppress the terror in Gaza for a year, for 2 years, but if you want to create a change, it's going to be something big.
I think the idea of Trump is a good idea. If people will leave Gaza and America get control over Gaza, it will be good also for the Palestinian and also for the Israeli people. I think it will be good to the area.
Palestinian Authority, Hamas, Hezbollah and the Houthis have all slammed the idea, and Hamas has called an emergency summit to reject it. However, a Hamas official has suggested that the group is ready for talks with the Trump administration. Meanwhile, Israeli Defense Minister Katz has ordered the Israel Defense Forces to prepare a plan enabling Gazans who want to leave Gaza. Back to you in the studio.
Jody Cohen, thank you for that update there. It's good to have you with us today. Let's talk a little bit more about Trump's Gaza proposal. Pleased to bring in now Professor Emeritus of Harvard Law School, author of many best-selling books on Israel. Professor Alan Dershowitz, such a pleasure to have you. Your new book is the 10 Big Anti-Israel Lies and How to Refute Them. Sir, historic days we're living in. The vision for a U.S. takeover of Gaza. Some were very surprised to hear Donald Trump speak like that. Some say it's leverage to get people talking. Where do you think we stand now, a day or so after this announcement?
I think it was great that he put this idea out. We need new ideas. The Gaza Strip has been the major cause of war. Look, the Gaza Strip doesn't belong to the Palestinians. It was, and then Israel captured it and then freed it, and then the Hamas took it over illegally. It reminds me a little bit of what happened before the Second World War. There was an area called Sudetenland, which was a horrible cause of war. It was populated by ethnic Germans, but it was part of Czechoslovakia. And after the war, Churchill and Roosevelt got rid of all the Germans, said you can't stay there anymore. You have to move in order to bring about peace. The same thing happened. There have been historical where people have been moved in order to bring about peace. So it's an idea that's worth thinking about. Current situation is untenable. If the Gaza Strip is allowed in the hands of Hamas, it will continue to become a major source of terrorism, murder, rape. It can't exist. And I think Trump brought a new idea to the table. Let's take it seriously. And let's not just engaging in Trump syndrome, in which anything Trump says must be bad. This is an interesting idea. Let's talk about it. Let's consider it. Let's adapt it. Let's revise it. But let's not just throw it in the trash pail. It's the best idea that I've heard of in the 60 years that I've been writing and thinking and teaching about the Middle East conflict.
You know, and you're saying this, but on the left, the Democrats are just, you know, completely taking it, like you said, whether it be Trump derangement syndrome, saying he's insane, it's the worst idea ever, ethnic cleansing, so on and so on. We do know that the Arab states, you know, some that, you know, obviously like Jordan, we have the king is coming to meet with Donald Trump, Egypt. He says they will take them, that this is going to happen. Now Hamas wants to have an emergency Arab summit because they say, quote, we do not need any country to run the Gaza Strip. Well, that's just a problem, right? Hamas is running the Gaza Strip, and there you have it.
That's right. And what Hamas doesn't seem to understand is that every single Arab state in the region would love to see Hamas destroyed and would love to see Gaza become a peaceful place. Nobody, no Arab leader wants Hamas. Hamas is related to the Muslim Brotherhood. These are groups that want to overthrow everything except Iran. They're surrogates of Iran. So every reasonable Arab state in the region, remember Iran is not an Arab state, a Muslim state, every Arab state in the region wants to see the end of Hamas. They may not say it because they're afraid of getting murdered, but that's what they want. Right. It can help bring about the end of Hamas. It's a win-win.
We are living in historic times. Netanyahu expect to address the world standing next to Speaker Johnson within the hour. Professor Dershowitz, such a pleasure to have you, and your book obviously a must-read for people who want to get up to speed on many of the topics that are important in today's world. Thank you, sir, for your time.
Okay. Thank you.